So YouTube has just missed the nuclear meteor strike hitting my city. We'll have to grab the recordings off Twitch or something like that. Oh my god. What happened? I stopped the recording when I went to the break. Oh, see, this is why you gotta come to the live streams. The fire's gonna spread. How many people are gonna die? Hey, Demonac, do you have any fire trucks you can send my way? I don't think you can because I don't think we're connected by road, right? That's the problem. Oh, it's a disaster. If the next hour ticks over, we can at least... Actually, I should take out a bond. It's a good time. Emergency bond. Right, we still have the one left. Just the one. Actually, maybe I should have gone for two. Oh well. Expand the fire station. Oh, I have enough. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god! And fire spreads. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should just go around bulldozing a bunch of stuff to try to stop the fire from spreading. What the hell am I gonna do? Hey, is that a fire? You moron. My beautiful city. Everything was going so well. Oh no. God decided to punish me for my hubris. I was too proud. Oh yeah, see now we've got rubble. So I guess we'll trash the rubble anyway. I don't think it's actually destroyed any of my civic buildings. Yeah, I can't bulldoze things that are on fire. And, you know, you could bulldoze things that are close by to stop the spread. Holy crap. Well, that certainly makes the game a lot more interesting. Alright, we need to invent some sort of orbital defense laser beam or something like that. I wonder if that's a project that you can do at the university. I can't even see the rubble. There's one. Oh, it's over here. It's not even caused by this. Like some previous fire. City's still burning. That's what you gain to pretend Brussels is in France, yeah. Oh. Oh. I'm still making money, which is good. Buildings will rebuild themselves, and hopefully they'll rebuild themselves okay. I don't think this has been a disaster. Like, if we were in a situation where we were, like, negative money, then we'd be in a really bad place. Because this could actually cause our whole town to go under. I'd have to start asking for loans from people. Well, that's it. I'd start a new city, and then just transfer money over at some point. Assuming I don't get hit by another nuclear meteor strike of doom. Oh, man. Rubble. It's mostly done. I'm happy I took out that bond. Because otherwise, it's entirely possible that this would have burned out of control and just demolished, consumed my entire city. Well, that's not true. In one of the cities, I did have a tornado go off, but it was like over here in the water, and it never even touched my city. That was the only other disaster I've seen. I forgot about that one. So, I mean, they must happen often enough if in the first day I've seen 2. Almost done. Whoa! How's the crime situation, by the way? Oh, that's totally manageable. So other than, like, God striking us down, everything is awesome. Oh, the bus is full. We'll need more buses. What? I think this is just a normal fire. Hey, is that a fire? At the hair glue factory? All the fire trucks are busy. Now, I mean, these abandoned buildings can be reclaimed. I'm just bulldozing them because they're more likely to cause fires. and things, and that's the last thing I need right now. Plus, they look bad. Alright, I think we're finally under control again. And look, we have tons of money. Increased tourist attraction in the city. Yeah, we'll get that. I mean, he's only going to be $1,000 for that, but soon. There's fire over here. This fire's still raging out of control. Oh, their dump trucks are all stuck behind all the fire trucks. And most of the fire trucks are not doing anything. This is a common problem, and they're going to have to fix this in patch. This pathfinding thing where the vehicles just end up following each other and then not being terribly effective. It's especially a problem with the emergency vehicles. I mean, I guess there's something realistic about it in that I've certainly seen buses do that in real life. God, is that ever annoying. Disasters can only happen if the circumstances are met. Probably your power problem. Really? Running on battery power. Why? Because of the weather? And look, it's like going nuts. So these, like, the solar power is sketchy. I mean, I guess battery power happens. What time is it? Yeah, so it's evening time. Running on battery power, so battery is good. Hopefully, it's got enough to survive through it. I guess it does, because we're still way above our goal, so the batteries should last through the night. Okay. Yeah, the fire even spread over here. Amazing. Amazing. That was. All right. Well, fire crew, you guys earned your keep tonight. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, transportation and stuff. First of all, did I put down all my normal bus stops? I think I did. I seem to have pretty good coverage overall. So then let's go and put down our port. Ferry terminal. Improving. So ferry terminal provides a dock for commuters, and improve it by adding cruise ship docks or additional passenger ferry docks. So what this will do is the rate at which people enter your city is constant, but it's based on the number of connections, basically. So by adding a dock, people will come to my city faster. And then in addition to that, I could expand it with the cruise ship thing, which should encourage tourism, which is going to factor in nicely once I set up my casino. Now, the one thing is, I'm not sure how it expands. I haven't really played with this. I mean, it does have to touch the road. And then touch the sea. So it looks like, I'm hoping we'll be able to expand the dock out this way. Hopefully I'm not screwing this up. We'll find out. Worst case scenario, we bulldoze it. Oh! It doesn't connect that way. It just has its own road, and then I'm going to have to connect to that. Hopefully it's not one of those situations where it's like, oh, this is too close. We can't figure it out. We're stupid. Yeah, see? Alright. That could have been worse. Alright, so now this is all connected. So this should increase the rate at which we get population, assuming we've got somewhere to stick the population. But it should increase desirability and all kinds of things. So at this point, you know what I would love to do? At this point, I would like there to be a button that I can click that upgrades all my low density roads to medium. Yeah, my industrial demand is really high. But I don't want to increase this. I guess the only thing I would want to do is build another city. I don't want to increase the amount of pollution and filth. Although, now that I think about it, let's take a look. The wind has been pretty good for us. Yeah, there's some browniness, and it's mostly not hovering around the city. But there's definitely some brown spots, and I'm very concerned that just adding sort of more pollution in general is going to do really, really bad things for us. I mean, the ground pollution is definitely bad. If that keeps spreading, that can really be a problem. Well, I don't know how much of a problem it is, assuming your water source is clean. Speaking of, we are still good here, yeah? Oh, no, actually, we're pretty low on our excess water. Is it time for the bit? Well, we can't actually do it. It's not approved. So let's just go and build another one of these little water stations down here. Make sure we stay on top of that. Turn back to God. He's punishing your city like Nineveh. Radiation quilt. Is radiation a thing? Like, that's happening in my city? Why would it be a thing? I have no radiation. Yeah, there's no nuclear power plant yet, so we're okay. Let's build some casinos. And then we'll deal with the problems that casinos bring to our city. Gambling. So, we're going to build the basic gambling house. Gambling house services low wealth and medium wealth. If you place them by the river, they will never run out of water. Oh, that's a good point. Thank you. We'll have to do that at some point. So yeah, low wealth and medium wealth tourists is what they service. There's a lot more low wealth tourists, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to specialize this first one to really cater to the... Oh, meteors could have brought radiation, I see. I'm going to cater to the low wealth tourists in my first one, then build a second one for medium wealth, and the two of them combined should allow me to meet my goal for the gambling headquarters. Poor tourist attendance. Yeah, well, that's because they haven't had anything to bring them to the city yet. I like how this one, the sign does actually have a purpose, because if you build one, it's got a maintenance cost, but it increases the amount of tourists every day, so we obviously want a sign. I'm actually going to wait to deploy it until I've built a few of these. So I don't know what the optimum setup is. What I like to do is build one comedy club to bring in more tourists, and one nickel slots for them to gamble at. And then I like to put together a couple of hotels to keep them here until they have no more money at all. Okay, yes, I didn't actually need this pop-up, thank you. Yeah, someone just tweeted at me that they do double cheap rooms. So, that's what I do. And if nothing else, it feels nice and symmetric. It feels awesome. I did build the right ones, right? Yeah, cheap rooms. So this should cater to the low tourists. And right now, if I click on this, it says, you know, we're losing money. If I fast forward, it'll look really bad. We're going to make sure it's serviced by a bus stop, but I think it will be. We'll make sure there's one right outside if need be. Oh, and by the... yeah, there's one right on the corner, which is great, but we should probably build a bus stop over here. And just for future-proofing purposes, let's get them over here so that I don't forget them later. So right now it's losing money every day because it's got an hourly upkeep, obviously. But then once the tourists start to come in, it should build up pretty quickly. Education is maxed. So let's go and build up our classroom all the way up. So this school is completely maxed out at this point. This grade school. Obviously, there's different types of schools to put in, but I've even found like one grade school doesn't actually cover the entire city. So do people build a second one, or did they just say screw it at some point? You know. I don't know. Still got little fires. Fire service is slow. Well, I don't know. These guys have done a pretty good job so far. We probably will have to upgrade the fire station at some point. And now that we've got casinos, it'll be really interesting to see what happens to our criminal element. Again, right now, our crime is awesome. We're going to stay on top of it. We're going to make sure we have maximum police cars. Because I find it's one of those things that really kind of builds up if left untouched. We haven't even had much of a problem with the jail. And that's the next thing that's going to happen is the jail is going to start to fill up. So it's still losing money. We may have to go ahead and build a something cultural right away. Because this should kick up the number of tourists. I think it does. I might be wrong. Long wait for mass transit, no traffic jams around your tourist destinations. Oh no, there we go. See, we just got a load of people just showed up. Presumably. Just leave it for a sec. It'll be fine. Community college. Let's check the traffic density, Joe, just on the off chance that people are coming into town and then getting turned back. Come on. I'm almost certainly just being blind here. It's not on the bottom. Those are all the resources. What's this? Tourism map. Oh. The hell is this? Oh, there's a hotel over here. Ah, people are coming in, driving in. They seem to be moving just fine. We need to upgrade our roads, though. Speaking of, like, potential traffic jams. Although, it looks fine. Like, you can see the traffic and, you know, kind of eyeball it that way. And I guess we see, when we're doing the upgrades here, it's color-coding the traffic. Yeah, so traffic is fine. It's not rush hour right now, which is part of it. Density was really high. Oh, it's probably these, the horizontal roads, which need to be upgraded. They were already medium, though. Although that's avenue. No, we're definitely getting some upgrades. And that's the thing. I wish there was some other indication of which roads, like, are... Like, I want little pop-ups above houses that say, I would love to upgrade right now, please increase my density. Or something to that effect. Make everything at least medium density, and then we'll come back and high density everything up at some point. Happy now? Whoops. That was weird. As I moved over, it moved that, so I didn't mean to actually high density that one street, but that's okay. Oh, yes, thanks for reminding me for the casino sign. People don't know where my casino is. That's the problem. Actually, may very well be the problem. So we're going to use this first sign first. And yeah, it's kind of awkward here. Guess I could have left a little gap. I know, we'll leave it on the main street to advertise it. And can we stick in another casino behind it? I'm not sure there's going to be enough room for the hotels. I guess we can offset it. We have to wait until we get a little bit more money, and this one is still currently losing. Just out of curiosity. Cruise ship dock. It's only 10,000 simoleons. Medium high wealth tourists. Caution, very large boats. So, it doesn't help with the poor tourist situation. I think stadiums help bring them in as well. We'll take a look at that soon enough. There could just be not enough people in my region. Yeah, the traffic density is really low. Right now, when I'm in road upgrading mode, I'm pretty sure that it would make things red or yellow if need be. But it is time... I don't know. Health, not wealth. Too many sick people. Okay, let's take a look at the clinic again. Although, our money situation is not quite as sweet as it used to be. But it's gotta kick in. Could be that we don't have enough commercial, like, hotels and things. I don't think that's the case. I mean, this is a residential zone. But this is a commercial. This is a commercial, we might get that. Oh, there we go. It's turning a profit now. Oh no, expenses still outweigh it, but it is going up, right? With every tick, we're getting more and more people in. And that's the thing, like, the people stay in and they run there for a few days and it just builds up and it's going to be fine. They'll max out at some point. Okay. Probably want to let the speed go. Let's take a quick look at the clinic situation. It's got lots of room, so the problem might be the ambulances. Yeah, 1 death a day, lots of sick people still. Really? Oh, I could build an ambulance here, though. You know what? Let's take this. Let's expand it by 1 step. The long trees. And I kind of like the idea of tucking in the ambulance there. hopefully that will help. What I should actually do is take a look. First of all, let's take a look at the germ situation. Not great, and yeah, air pollution's a bit of a problem. That's part of the reason I don't want to expand the industry any more than I already have. And then specifically at health things. Oh, we're doing fine. There's a few injuries. I suppose if we had Mr. Maxis here, would it be okay? Have an income of 15,000 plus per hour. How do we get that? Sick people don't get picked up by the ambulance. Only injured people? Really? Sick people have to walk themselves? Well, that's stupid. I guess it's not urgent, but whoa! Speaking of urgent, we have a poo-poo situation, guys. I mean, we're not really surpassing it, but and really that's part of the reason that the ground contamination is happening. So what we probably want to do is set up a proper water treatment thing. Now, unless there's an overflow, the water treatment plant, or the sewage treatment plant rather, sewage treatment plant doesn't actually contaminate the ground, so you could theoretically stick it anywhere, but I don't think we want to do that. Yeah, maximum rate. It's expensive, plus we have to build the utility thing. Oh, we can upgrade this again. Hooray! I don't know, I guess if any town's going to have, like, proper dealing with sewage, it's going to be this one, because this one, theoretically, is going to be a pretty nice one. Or what we want to do is get it to be nice. Utilities. It's 15,000. Man, I'm not making the money the same as I used to be. Although it is crawling up again, which I think means that this is slowly getting better. Yeah, look at that. Now the revenue is 1,100 an hour. So where it still says per day, that's going to switch because, I mean, it's accumulation over the last 24 hours, which is why it looks so brutal. But yeah, now it's going to start turning a profit. And they turn a lot of money. But, oh, all the sewage is backing up. No, that's bad. We don't have enough money to deal with it yet, though. And we have no one that we can ship our sewage to, right? Ah! That really sucks. No one wants our shit. I'm not gonna take shit from you. Wants us to build the community college. Adds to mid-wealth residential land value. Increases tech level of nearby industrial buildings. Like, I don't know what they mean by nearby there. I assume it's just, like, based on the education of the people that work there. So, like, kind of in the zone. I don't think you actually have to position the community college in the industrial area. It might help neighboring cities too, in fact, I think is part of the idea. I might just build a second one of these crappy sewage outflow pipes. It's really cheap. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to deal with it. We're just going to build a second one of these. Just to get flowing out of the houses. And then we're going to focus on improving this, and then we'll come back and upgrade things later. Because I really want to get the second casino going. Because I want to get the fancy casinos at some point. Fancy, schmancy. So yeah, they're still complaining about the high industrial demand, but that's okay. So people aren't necessarily getting the high-paying jobs, but the city's making a good amount of money. And then we can flip that to greater and greater things later on, especially once we get the second region going online, which I probably should start doing soon. But at the very least, second casino. Which we could start putting down now, even though we can't afford all the buildings. I think that's going to be okay. So if we place it here, hopefully that will allow us to place everything. Getting some great tips on Twitter from people who know. One of the things I don't always look at the chat as often, especially now with so many people in here, is because there's a lot of noise in the chat, generally speaking. A lot of people who are kind of guessing at things and don't really necessarily know how the game plays. So, because I mean, there'll be 50 people saying one thing and 50 people saying another, and they're opposite things. Half the time I end up following the advice anyway, and then you end up with the most kind of schizophrenic game ever. You know what I just realized we can do as well, since it costs just nothing. Let's throw down a little more commercial around here. Because they'll service the tourists, I think. Because I think some of these buildings can be other types of hotels. I might be wrong, but it seems like the tourists do go to some of these places. If anything else, we might get some shoppers from other places in the region once we get more water hookups. There's money, but hey, we got some extra money now. So I will go, first I will go with the lounge to encourage more medium wealth tourists to show up. And then we will, actually going to put in the nice rooms right away. Double that up. Eh? Really? I can't put more nice rooms? Can put plenty of nickel slots. How odd. So the cheap rooms can go up back. Yep, Mike White, that is definitely the plan. Once I get more more things that can take advantage of the medium and high-end tourists, we'll do that. Can put it on the side. I mean, I could put down some more slots and things. Nice rooms is a top floor only edition. Well, darn. I think I'll do more cheap rooms then, even though... what is building back here? Yeah, I don't know. I like more rooms, so I guess we'll put them some more cheap rooms in the back. Okay, so we're going to let this run long enough for this to turn a profit, have a nice tidy sum of money, make sure that things haven't exploded, and then I think I'm going to start a second region, and that region will have heavy-duty industrial, not really care about the environment so much. We'll pick a place with oil, we'll make some oil plants, we'll import more power in case we need more. Although solar panel certainly seems to be working fine. I think the cost will probably be lower if we create our own oil, run some oil power plants, and then just buy the oil from the other cities. I might be wrong. We'd have to do some math to see what the per megawatt cost is. But overall, I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop another park in here. It's been a long time since these guys have gotten any sort of upgrades. What do I want? I could build a large, like, crappy-ass park. I mean, it's got the parking. That's kind of nice, but I think we want to go a little higher beyond that. Should we build some formal gardens? We haven't actually done that yet. Now, these are wealthier than these areas can potentially use, but they're pretty. And pretty trumps everything else. Actually, use a little bit more residential. Again, we're getting closer and closer to pollution, so the sickness is going to become more and more of a thing. Oh, density. There we go. So we can upgrade these roads, because I think these are all low-density roads as well. Yeah, so they can all use sort of a bulk upgrading here. That is an avenue, so that's going to be fine, although we might want to upgrade that as well. Again, I wish there's hotkeys or something. I guess it makes sense that the nice rooms are higher floor only. Oh, power situation. Because people like, you know, taller rooms, rooms with a view. I don't even know if I have to do these sort of side streets. Probably not. Although I will upgrade... Oh, I don't actually need the streetcar thing because I don't have the streetcar set up yet. There's a little bit of traffic that runs there. Can I upgrade this? No. But I can upgrade this, which probably is a good idea. I mean, again, we still don't really have any traffic problems, but it seems like a decent idea, and yeah, the power still sucks. Bus situation is good. Yes, 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 yes. These new areas, we'll drop some, like that. And like that. Power. Power is bad. Okay, so let's pause and let's start a new region. Let's do the oil thing. Casino sign. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at the power. It's so bad. Casino sign. It's the most important part. So this casino sign is going to use this one. We'll put it here so when people come down they can see it. I wonder if the casino signs change. So if I put the casino sign next to here and then the other thing, because it feels kind of odd to have it on its own. I don't think it matters. So now that people know about Twitter, now they're just spamming me on Twitter with conflictory messages over and over and over. But a few of them are good, like upgrading my mass transit by building more buses. Not enough simoleons. Okay. Well, this is a good time then. Let's just fast forward for a tick. Oh no, we still have the power situation, so I don't actually want to let time go. I want to go to region view, and we want to build some oil. Now, as I recall, well, there's a few places with oil. Lancaster Point has some. Yorkshire? No, it does not. Because I think Lancaster had the triple oil. But also, there's some island somewhere. Oh, we do have to have it connected, though. So Lancaster Point might actually be the best thing. Tudor has a little bit. I mean, we have some here, but I don't want to do that. Not in Brussels. Lancaster Point, it is. Speaking of invite, we're still there. Claim. Claim? What the hell's going on? Go back to my city. We're not paused. Come out. Oh! Just incredibly laggy. Okay. Yeah, we'll go and take a look at Evil Author's City in a second here. See how things are going. Can wind transfer pollution to different cities? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Ava is, I believe, playing, but on a different server, because I think the North American East is still fully packed. Need some more caffeine. We're going to go all night. Alright, so Lancaster Point is actually kind of fun to work with because it has this ridiculous cliff in the middle of it. Or this, I don't know, escarpment? I don't know what you would call this sort of area. And it's further complicated by the fact that if you look at the resources, okay, there's no ore, or no, sorry, there's no core, but there's coal, but there's a little ore up here. I'm not going to call this one a ton, I don't think. And then there's oil down here and up here. But then as I recall, the wind map is problematic. The wind blows upwards. So it feels like if you're the only safe place for your residential stuff is maybe down here on the shore. Because you're going to have industry down here, and it's very, very awkward if you're going to make use of that. On the other hand, you could do all your industry up here, and that would be fine if you ignore the oil. I don't know how much pollution the oil drilling itself produces. Maybe it's not bad. Also, eventually the oil runs out, so you can always reclaim this later into more residential area. And then that would be fine, especially if your industrial is just sort of here. If you put it down here, there's a risk that it's going to blow over some areas. So it's an interesting map. I kind of like it. And again, I like the weird maps because they force somewhat more interesting terrain. People are freaking out that Brussels is gone. It's not gone. It's we're just starting a different map because this is going to be our oil power generator place, and it's going to fuel beautiful, beautiful Brussels. It's also going to provide all the industrial jobs so that we can actually get rid of the industry over time. So what I'm going to do, And you can really bring these avenues down the hills pretty safely. Although it's kind of weird, like, here it says it's too steep. Some places you can do this and it's fine. If you keep stretching out, it'll eventually go into a bridge. The problem, of course, with bridges is that you can't build kind of along those areas. We could also sort of, cut sideways and then cut down this slope. And that might be fine. I mean, no matter what, we have to get down here for the oil. Now, do we have to... Yeah, people on Twitter are suggesting that, yeah, you can ignore the residential zones here. And that's true. And like on this map, I will. The idea is to have everything commute. And then it's fine. You just make this like a horrible polluting mess. You dump all your toxic waste into the ocean. And, you know, nothing bad will ever happen. So I was saying that I don't think I need to run an avenue down here. I mean, there's something to be said about future-proofing. But I think it's going to be okay. Plus, we've got rail. Plus, we've got port. Now, I don't have my cities connected via rail, but they're certainly connected via water, which counts for a lot. So I think we're going to be okay traffic-wise. Still, what the hell? I think we can manage it without being too bad. Can I actually? Yes, I can. Good. Take it a little bit more, and then we'll turn and do that. You know, we didn't really follow a grid here. It may not end up being totally efficient, but I think it's going to be fine. Oh, assuming... where's my oil map? Did I put it in a really stupid area? I think I did. Now, this area is actually so big, I'm going to need two... let's pause here. Oh, the roads not have a maintenance cost, really? Oh, I guess I don't need to pause. The oil patch is so big that I actually am going to need two sort of oil refineries to really work it all. I mean, I've got it now. I suppose I'll keep it. I don't think I can actually start the oil right now. I need power and industrial buildings. That's going to be fine. So we're gonna start as just an industrial area at first. We will build the oil plant ASAP for the power. But we won't actually fuel it ourselves, so we will be spending the money to do that. The power will be a little bit overkill, but we can start selling it right away and theoretically make some money. So, yeah, I'll take it. That'll be harder to expand. How do we want to build the roads here? Should be all dirt road or something like that. Power. Well, too expensive, but we can probably take out a couple of bonds and really rush through everything. Like, I kind of want to see, you know what, we've just started the city, what's the worst that could possibly happen? We are going to max out, but we don't have a city hall, so we can't do the really high-end one. I know you can... Yeah, people are suggesting things on Twitter that they think they know, but they don't know, and yeah. All right. So, I guess we need a bond, because I don't want to build another power station. So, all right, let's go ahead and get the bond. Accept. Thank you. Build the expensive power station. Stick it in the corner. Boom. That, hopefully we'll be able to expand successfully later on. Oh, we just crashed. Amazing. Beta, not beta, but, you know, close after release kind of game. All right, let's take a 2-second break while I restart the game, and we'll be back.